Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors floated as potential fascinating trade spot for former lottery pick to Anthony Melton's expiring $12.8 million salary makes him a trade chip for the Golden State Warriors following his season-ending left ACL injury. Bleacher Report's Jake Pfizer reported on November 22 Warriors coach Steve Kerr was frustrated they lost Melton just as when he was starting to gel well with their franchise star Stephen Curry in their backcourt. With this in mind, Pfizer floated Chicago Bulls former lottery pick Patrick Williams as one name that will be fascinating that his team is more willing than ever to discuss in a trade. Williams, the number 4 pick in 2020, will have his trade restriction lifted on December 15. Like Melton, if you're looking at names that would potentially be someone who you could grow and develop a little bit, especially if you have any thought or fear of Jonathan Kaming or not being a part of this build. Moving forward after whatever truly did happen that his camp, Jonathan's representation and Golden State couldn't close that gap in the extension talks, is there an opportunity for you to potentially look at someone like Patrick Williams in Chicago? Pfizer wondered. I'm not saying if I was in Golden State's front office would I be banging my hand on the table to go get that guy, but Williams is someone who has lottery pick upside, was the number 4 pick in the draft who has never truly tapped that potential. He's someone just an outside of the box name that I'm putting out here because you asked. Pfizer told his viewers the 23-year-old Williams signed a team-friendly 5-year $90 million extension this past off-season. Kingo wanted double that in the failed extension talks with the Warriors. Anthony Slater of The Athletic reported Kuminga was aiming for an average annual salary of $35 million on a lucrative multi-year extension. Their Warriors, however, weren't willing to go above around $30 million. Williams has the better tee. Ouch from the outside, shooting 39.4% from the three-point line this season. On the other hand, Kuminga, despite expressing his confidence entering the season that he'll shoot better than his 32.1% clip last season, is shooting worse at 30.6%. Williams is also the more versatile defensive player. He can defend the perimeter and provide rim protection if necessary. He could be the perfect understudy for Draymond Green, as Williams has gradually improved as a passer, averaging 2.3 assists this season from 1.4 during his rookie year. In the aftermath of Melton's season-ending injury, Kerr said he's looking at Lindy Waters III and Brandon Podziemski to replace the injured guard, but neither Waters nor Podziemski, who continued his shooting struggles with a scoreless performance in the Warriors' 104-94 loss to San Antonio Spurs on November 23, is a proven player in the postseason. That's why the Warriors checked in with the Heat in the off-season about Jimmy Butler after he did not get an extension there. Warriors are interested in Butler. According to The Athletic, Sam Amch, Jimmy Butler is going to be a free agent next summer. Didn't get an extension done, Amch said on the TK Show podcast on September 12. The Warriors, as you know, have an interest there, and I think probably they made a couple of calls during the summer. Butler 35 is called Playoff Jimmy for his punch on for playing big games during the postseason. While Butler lost in the NBA Finals twice with the Miami Heat, he averaged 24.1 points, 8.3 assists and 6.6 rebounds in 11 games. Schroeder leads short-handed Nets back from 18-0 deficit to beat Warriors. Dennis Schroeder scored 31 points. Cam Thomas added 23, and the underman Brooklyn Nets rallied to beat Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors 128-20 on Monday night. Curry made a three-pointer with 326 left and pulled the Warriors within 3, but Golden State couldn't make the crucial stops and squandered an 18-point lead. Curry scored 28 and Andrew Wiggins added 18 points. Schroeder's 3 with 1,110 remaining tied the game at 92, and he put high team ahead with another at the 943 mark. Jalen Wilson had 18 points for the short-handed Nets in a road back-to-back after a 108-103 win at Sacramento a night earlier. Schroeder missed Sunday's game at Sacramento with right ankle soreness, but returned for Brooklyn, which jumped ahead 9-2 before a Warriors timeout and ensuing run got the home team going. The Warriors, coming off a 10-point loss at San Antonio on Saturday, dropped to 5-2 at at home and 12-5 overall. Warriors trade rumors ignite after Melton injury. The Golden State Warriors have enjoyed an incredible start to their season. The news of the D'Anthony Melton injury hurt, but the team isn't expected to sit and mourn with Melton out for the season. Many around the league are wondering if the Warriors are going to use his $12.8 million expiring contract to make a trade. Melton can't be traded until December 15th, but Warriors trade rumors have started to pick up as a surprise contender this season if the Warriors chose to make a Melton trade. It could have a huge impact on the Western Conference playoff picture. When the Warriors signed Melton this offseason, the hope was that the team would be able to retain him with bird rights this offseason and resign him now. With the Warriors news that the Melton injury will have him out for the rest of the season, the team will have to weigh different options. Even before the season, there have been loads of Warriors trade rumors. The team supposedly went big game hunting this summer, looking for players like Paul George and Lauri Markkanen. Now that the Warriors have established that the team is quite good as is, they may be more apprehensive to shake things up in a big way. Players like Brandon Ingram or Zach LaVine are likely still available, but the Warriors didn't move on them this summer and likely won't move on them now. NBA insider Brett Siegel reported that a more likely trade would be for the Warriors to bolster their front court rotation with the trade for a big man. The Warriors haven't played a single player bigger than 6'9" in season to compete against teams like the Denver Nuggets. Getting more size could be helpful. Two names that are linked to the Warriors as possible targets are Jonas Valanciunas and Kelly Olynyk. Both Valanciunas and Olynyk would fit great in the Warriors' offense. Their ability to shoot threes makes them playable with Draymond Green, and they both have shown themselves to be high IQ players with some passing skills. This would be essential for fitting in the Warriors' read and ball movement heavy system. Another way the Warriors could go is grabbing another wing, replacing some of Melton's defense and scoring abilities. The Brooklyn Nets are expected to trade multiple players before the deadline. Players like Cam Johnson, Bojan Bogdanovic and Dorian Finney-Smith could all potentially F with the Warriors. Regardless of who the Warriors end up trading for, it probably won't be a name. The Warriors are sitting pretty as the number one seed in the West. Shaking things up mid-season is also not usually how their Warriors do things. Hopefully the Warriors will be able to make something of Melton's contract and can get Stephen Curry a bit more help in his pursuit of a fifth NBA championship. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of Valanciunas? Leave your opinion in the comments.